Hello, in this activity, I'm going to talk about some questions within the topic of the movie that we saw our last classes. Well, this movie is called Bad Wedding, and let's just begin with the really quick questions. How many problems do you see in the movie? Well, I saw a lot of them, but like the main ones that I could perceive is uh, both families, both parents wanted uh, to organize the wedding, the festivity with their own religion and own perspective, and they were like crashing ideas, so they couldn't make a decision that both parts would agree. So that was like the main problem that I saw during the whole film. Would you recommend the movie? What is your opinion about it? I would recommend the movie because I think it's pretty funny. It's after all, it's a comedy movie, regardless of the whole topic of different cultures. I do recommend it. I think it was pretty entertained. Like seeing the all the struggles they were having and all the issues and like the dumb problems after all because they were like stupid problems, stupid issues that they were uh, having just because they couldn't make a good communication. Yeah. Do you know any other movie with a similar problematic? I in fact have not watched any film that is similar. In fact, when I was like just making a like quick resume on the movie just to memorize again the whole thing. I watched that a lot of movies in France. They were having like the same topic that like they have different perspective, different cultural perspective because you know that in France they have a lot of cultures and it's pretty easy to understand if you are from France. So yeah, I saw a lot of movies, but I haven't watched them personally. What's your opinion about the parents, the woman and their husband? I think the parents, not gonna lie, they pissed me off a bit just because they were like so annoying. They couldn't make something correct. They couldn't uh, find any solution to anything. They just like trying to make it their own way. The woman and their husband, they obviously were like the ones that are trying to settle down the whole thing, but I felt they were like too useless because they were not contributing a lot of in the resolving. Would you say the approaches to solve the problems were correct, or will you have done something different? I will mainly would have done trying to communicate my idea and listen to the others, so in order I can make like an neutral point. Like, well, I want this type of wedding, and the others is going to tell me I want the other opposite of the wedding. Well, let's just settle down at the middle. Let's have my things that I think that are the most important things, and let's have yours that you consider to be the most important and the most valuable. So let's just settle down and just make a like a neutral point between both ideas. So I think the movie it's kind of like they are battling for something that it, let's be honest, it could be taking more or less 2 hours to resolve. But of course, it's a movie. Would you say that marrying a person from a different country, different culture, and different religion is too difficult? It depends. It depends. For example, in this movie, the main problem wasn't the couple itself. It was the parents that was the main problem. Uh, if you are if you are smart enough, I wouldn't say smart, but if you can manage to understand the different perspective of your partner, of the other people itself, not just your couple, you can totally have a relation and a healthy one. It just you have to make sure that you understand and trying to live with the difference perspective that a person may have. But yeah, I don't think it's too difficult. Just if you're not too aware of the situation. As a Mexican, how would you cope with the situation? I would personally try to like um, let them let them make like the whole idea. If they are trying to make something and they truly want to, for example, the wedding, if they truly want to make the event like that, and if I don't really care, if it doesn't affect me too much, I would just like tell them, yeah, go ahead. I don't have a problem. How can religion and culture be approached on a personal level? I think religion and culture, you can talk with a person, but you need to approach it by talking a lot with them. You need to know like the whole idea. You need to be speaking daily or almost daily to a person to just like kind of understand the whole set point of the religion and all and the culture because you cannot talk a bit. You have to talk a lot and you have to understand the whole perspective. So it's kind of difficult. Well, it's not, but it's going to take a lot of time. It's not something that should be pretty complicated. What are the main learnings in the movie? I think the main learning that I got from the movie regarding the class itself, it's first you need to communicate. You need to have a great communication. It doesn't matter if it's from other cultures, but if it's going to be from different cultures, then you do have to make a great communication itself. Also, I think you should try to understand the perspective of the person's idea and how they think it's important. And if they believe it's important enough, you should be consider that. You should consider that. And I think just like with the first point itself, you won't have any problems with the person, or you won't have a lot of problems with the person. But yeah, a pretty interesting movie. I think the movie itself nailed it with the topic itself of the class. But yeah, that it'll be it. Thank you so much, teacher.